Hi, Eve Keith here, Director of Friendship Haven in DeKalb, Illinois, at friendshiphavendekalb.com. Listen, this is the second in our series of 3 of how to survive Christmas 2014 with your sanity intact. Okay, the second part is anchoring. It's just kind of like if you're over 40, you're going to remember how do you spell relief, which was ROLAIDS, which was relates. It's a long time ago. Okay? Or think of the last TV ad you saw, and you had somebody who was on a beach, and all of a sudden they switched over to something blowing up. Well, what happened when they did that? You were on a nice calm beach, and they were advertising some kind of suntan lotion or something, and all of a sudden, boom, but your brain went, oh, wow, that did that, and it created a memory in your brain, which became an anchor. And whenever you see that ad again, you'll remember that, generally, okay? Now, wherever we go every day in our lives, we're seeing different things that anchor us. That's the whole advertising empire is built on that. Why is that important as far as Christmas 2014? Well, because you can use the ability to anchor to make a better Christmas for yourself. How do you do that? Okay. One of the things that you need to remember is that the intensity that you have an emotion is very important. An anchor is pulling your ear, clapping your hands, making an A-OK sign, or tapping your knee with your fingers. These are all things that are pretty normal, and nobody's going to think you're nuts when they see you do it, which is kind of nice. I recommend that you do 2 different things to establish an anchor because one isn't usually enough. And that when you have an anchor, it's not something like a tap on the shoulder, because people may tap you on the shoulder a lot. Or you might have been at a funeral or something and somebody tapped you on the shoulder, and that would just put you into that negative feeling. Okay, I wonder if you can do something for me. I want you to think of a time that you were super outrageously happy, that you just had the grandest time. Either you got the winning basket on a college or high school basketball game on a team you were on, or you kicked the final field goal that won the football game, or the first time a guy or a girl accepted a date, if you were the girl and asked for a date, or a guy that asked for the date and they accepted, or when you graduated from high school or college, or when you got married. Something very special, or a very special birthday. Everyone who sees and hears this video will know of a special moment. Now I want you to think about that. Now I want you to picture that in your mind, and picture, is it a snapshot? Is it a movie? Is it color? Is it in black and white? Is there a sound with it? Like if you shot the basket that won, everybody went, yay! Yay, 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 yay! And everybody be jumping up and down and making all kinds of racket because your school won the state championship. Yeah, okay. Whoa, man, that'd be cool, okay? Picture all that in your mind, the sounds. Okay, because sight and sound and touch. These modalities are very important in experiencing something so that, you're going to have a primary system of observation of how you take in the world, whether it's visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. Kinesthetic being feeling, of course, and auditory, obviously, being hearing, and visual being seeing. Okay, so let's take the basketball example. So you're actually seeing yourself going up, making the stance, looking at the hoop. Okay, all right, there's dead silence in the gym. You could hear a pin drop. It's so silent. And you drop the ball. You're going for the extra point. It's a tiebreaker. It's a championship. Tiebreaker. State championship. Bounce. 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 Stillness. All around you, stillness. Okay. You pick up the ball. You've got your eye on the hoop. You've envisioned the hoop, and you bring the hoop closer, closer, closer to you. It's a long ways away, but in your mind's eye, you bring that hoop closer, closer, and closer, and closer, until it's almost right, just a foot in front of you. And then you take the ball and you go. And it's in, and yay! You won. What did you do? You took your mind, you focused, and you brought the object closer to you. You concentrated. You stilled your mind when you stood there bouncing the ball once, twice, clearing your head, putting out of your mind absolutely any other noise, any other thoughts. Nothing in the world existed for you that moment except that hoop, the ball, and your body. And you and the ball and the hoop became one. You and the ball and the hoop. You bounced the ball. Bounced the ball. Pop. Bounce. Bounce. Good. Okay, so here you are. And now, think, feel your chest. Feel your chest filled with air as you're going to do that. Because while you were standing there, okay, you're like, oh, you're holding everything in. You're trying to calm yourself by taking a deep breath, but you're constricted because you're like, bounce, 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 bounce. And you go, okay. The moment of truth, you take it up. Take a deep breath. And you go. You're holding your breath. You're going, goes in. Whoa! Oh my God, I did it. Yes. And throughout you, there's like an electricity going through your entire body. That goes, holy cow! Or some other word, I did it! Wow! Man! I can't believe it, but I did it! Outside of you, the crowd is screaming. But you're going, whoa, boy, I did it. It's almost like you're in shock. You're going, oh, wow. And they lift you, and the crowd comes up to you, and they lift you on their shoulders, and you're the hero or the heroine. And you're still not there, but you're just in it. Okay? Take that feeling. Feel it. Feel the energy. Feel it down to your toes. You look up all the way up through there and feel it. Feel your hands tingle with joy in your mind, exploding with, holy cow, I did it. And you go, oh, wow. Now pull your ear or take your fingers and tap your knee, one or the other. I'm just going to pull on my ear, okay? Pull on my ear, and I'm going to make the okay sign. I'm going to tap twice on my knee, go 1, 2, and this. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Okay. Now, think of another time. All right? Think about graduating from college or high school or getting a certificate of some graduating. Okay. All right. You're in the exams. It is hell. I mean, man, you have taken 6 classes this semester. You have been cussing yourself out the whole semester. This is whether you're 20 years old or 40 or 50, going back to school, and you want to get it done, so you took 6 classes. I did that once and almost killed me, but I did it. I know. I swore I would never do it again, but I got through it. And you go and you're going to sit through that last final exam, okay? And this was the teacher. This was the professor that said, I'm not just going to do this, but I'm going to go through the whole course. I am going to sprinkle in the exam questions about the whole crazy, what in year or semester. Holy crap, cow, okay? You've been dreading this thing. You have been studying all night. Your brain is somewhere functioning. You're not thinking about what you walked into the exam room, okay? You're sitting at the desk. She gives the instructions. You don't even hear the instructions at this point. I want this to be over now. I want it over. I want it over. I want it over. I want it over. And I want to be out of here. And I want to go have a great Christmas vacation. I am tired of all this stuff. I am tired of dealing with all of these people and being nice. Okay, so now this is what you do. Okay, so now you're writing in the exam. And you're so tired, you don't care about being nervous. And that was wonderful because your brain, you studied and studied, and your brain just kind of relaxed. And so that out of your pencil, whatever, especially in the essays, okay, which I hated essays. With a passion, I hated them. And then you just write, and it flowed, and it flowed. And it was brilliant, but you didn't know it at the time. It was brilliant. Okay. Then you answered the tests, okay. Then you had the multiple choice. And this was a wicked, wicked multiple choice. You got through it, okay. And then you went in waiting for the good part, right? Okay, and then you were done. And you went out of there and you felt, oh, God, thank you. I'm done. I'm finished. Now I want you to do this. I want you to pull in your ear, do the okay sign, like that sense of, oh, God, I'm done. That sense of release. Okay? So now you have an excited anchor of getting the ball in the hoop, winning the state championship, and now you had your last exam. So now you went from going way up there to relaxing. Okay, so now we're going to do a third one, and the third one is another really joyous day. Okay? Something that just blew you away. A birthday gift on your first car. The excitement of going and buying that first car. Okay, if you got it yourself. And I mean, you worked part-time jobs, or whether somebody gave it to you, it don't matter. It don't matter, because the bottom line is when you put that key in your hand, and you put that key in the door, and you go, and you click it, and it opens. And you go, oh. Then you open the door, and you sit, and you wiggle your butt in your own driver's seat. You go, wow, wow, this is a real wow, this is fantastic, wow. Oh God, this is really great. I got a car, I got a car, I got a car, I got a car. I have freedom, I have freedom, I have freedom, I have freedom. I'm free. I can turn the key. And the motor goes rum, rum with the motor. And you go in and you put it in gear. And you just put your foot on the gas pedal. And you're driving for the first time in your own car that you now own. It's not your father's car or your mother's car or your uncle's car or your aunt's car or your grandma's car or your buddy's car who says, don't you dare spill anything in it. I'm going to get you. No. You don't have to worry about cleaning up every speck of everything in there before you give it back to your mother or your dad or your aunt or your uncle, okay? This is your bride, man. This is yours. Nobody else's but yours. Think of that thrill of saying, wow. Okay, now let's take the three of them. That great feeling of getting the hoop, shooting the ball in the hoop, winning the state basketball championship. Oh, that with that final tiebreaker point. And that wonderful, whoa feeling. Okay, do that. Pull on your ear with that. Okay, and then think of walking out of the exam going, oh my God, it's done. I am so relieved. And you just let all the energy float through your fingers and your toes and your entire body. You go, oh God, this feels good. I am done. I never have to see that teacher again or that prof. Oh my God. I got through the hell class of the entire university. Yeah. Whoa. Great. Thank God. Done. Okay, do that. Okay, then you go through the third thing. Okay, when you're sitting, wiggling your butt in the seat of your own car, and you're putting the key in there, okay, and you're going to drive off. Wow, this is even better than when you signed the papers. I'm free at last. Feel your chest filled up with pride and air and you're standing so straight. I mean, wow. If you were any taller at this point, you'd go right through the roof. Because fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Wow, 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 wow. Holy crap, this is great. I'm loving this. Boy. Now, think about that. Now, again with the ear then. Okay. Now smush them together. Okay, so now we're going to do it one more time. Okay, we do it this time. We're going to do it fast. We're going to do it fast, 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 fast. Da 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 da. Okay, now we got to step it up. Okay, so ball and hoop. Wow. Okay, got through the exam. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so relaxed. Getting in the car. Bam. There you go. Do it again. Smush them on. Smash the sitting in the relaxing and the sitting in the car with the two. Okay, so you got the ball. Got the ball and hoop. Fantastic. You got to relax. Oh, God, after you let all the air out after the exam. And then you get the excitement of freedom, freedom, freedom of driving your own car. Okay, think about that. Now, feel your fingers tingle. Do you feel your tingling fingers? Oh, do you feel how wonderful your chest feels when you take every breath? Is like, oh, wow. Your breath is out to here, chest is out to here with pride, wonderful, good, healthy pride of accomplishment, of being, of doing, of achieving, of being alive. And saying, holy cow, I did it. I am wonderful. I am terrific. And by the way, that's not a bad thing. Just say, I feel great. Say it. I want to hear you say it. I feel great. And that's good. Do that. Now, sit back. Think about the grocery shopping you have to do tomorrow. Okay. Now, this is a test to see if you made the anchor. When you change your mind, put your mind in another avenue. Okay, and then go back with the ear and tap the knee or whatever you chose. And then come back. And then you'll feel across your forehead and your frontal lobe going on and going, oh, just expanding. Your entire frontal lobe expands. Oh man, I feel excited and relaxed and excited all at the same time. Now, when Aunt Joan or Uncle John disses you, you go, oh, I don't care. You know, and they diss you or they say something, because those two are always saying something at the family dinner that irritates you. Just looking at them irritates you, okay? All right. So what you're going to do is think about these three things. Pull on the ear, tap on the knee, or whatever your thing is, okay? Wow. Now, if it doesn't go back to that, follow this. You repeat, listen to the videotape again until you get the combination. Or choose a third thing you could do is, instead of the exam, use 3 wow things. The reason why I had something you could relax from in there is that your body goes way up here in your mind and your excitement. And when you bring it down and then go back up, you've made another mental connection, another strategic mental connection. And this is your anchor strategy. I hope you enjoyed this. Try it and practice. If you practice, I promise you, if you practice this for half an hour and you do it at least 15 minutes a day, and Christmas is 2 days away. If you practice it for an hour and then a half an hour or a few hours later, you'll have it down pat. So when you go to that Christmas dinner, Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, nobody's going to bother you. You're going to have the most wonderful time. And if you start getting stressed about the shopping and the gifts and the kids and the car and the what, and the who and whatever else you forgot to do this. Anchor yourself. You're going to feel great. And you're going to have the most wonderful, 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 wonderful Christmas ever. And every time you see the color red, from now on, through New Year's and maybe beyond, it's going to also help you remember this. Color red, you're going to laugh and say, oh, wow, that lady, Eve said that. Listen, if you're liking this, like me on Facebook, click like on YouTube, and shoot me an email. Okay? EVEKEITH78@gmail.com. Have a great night. See you on the next video. Good night now. Bye.